Jacques, is this as complete a game in all three zones from your team that you've seen?
Yeah, I thought we played an excellent game tonight. I thought that it's probably the game that we did the best job at checking. I think our play away from the puck, I thought was good. Thought our D were good at getting back for pucks and our forward being available. And I felt that we did a good job in the offensive zone controlling the puck. We spent, this is a good team, and I think, I thought we did a real good job.
When you get that kind of commitment, is it easier to get guys to buy in?
I think that, I think the part of the key to success is, to have, different people come up and raise their game. I thought tonight Norris line was really good. Some nights it's been Tim's line, other night it's been Pinto. So I think it's important to have that flexibility and have that kind of internal competition as far as pushing each other to be the best every night. And I thought that all three lines really did a good job away from the puck and created some good offense.
Pinto talked a bit about the maturing of this team and their willingness to kind of really buy into the system. In the time now that you've been here, are you seeing sort of that full acceptance of what you're looking for from them?
Yeah, I think that, I see a group that's, I think is maturing. I think their mindset, I think, has been a lot better. I think this is a group that I think is getting more resilient. I feel like I could be hard with them at times about certain areas, and I think that's maybe part of the motivation for them. And at the same time, I always like to, I think my job as a coach is to point out the areas that we need to be better and what they need to work at, and point out the things that they've done well. So I think from day one, I've told them, I think that there's some really good players, and the job of coaches is to try to get everybody to play to their best of their ability.
You get a couple of goals from Josh Norris. He's a guy that's put the puck into the net in the past. Is he one of the guys you think you can get more of? You think that there's more there in the tank?
Yeah, I definitely. I think there's more. I think with everybody really, and I think that what we need to be careful at is we have a tendency a lot of times from the outside just to look at the production, the goals, assists. And I know some guys, that's what they're paid for. But I think how I like to look at the game is definitely we need some production from those key guys. But to me, at the same time, I like to see an improvement away from the puck, an improvement on their game as a whole. I'd like to get, I think you have a really good team when you feel that you've got any line that can play against any other team's line. And I think you get into playoff. I think that, to me, that's really important, because when you play on the road, you've got to be able to defend. And I think I give them credit. I think they're working hard at that aspect, and I think they're getting better.
Part of the most difficult part being a coach. A lot of these guys grew up minor hockey, junior hockey, to score a lot of goals. They get to this level and maybe the roles are a little different. Is it difficult sometimes to convince them that they need to play maybe a different style to be successful here?
Well, I don't think that they need to play a different style. I think, to me, when you play well away from the puck, you're still going to get a lot of chances. I think it's to be able to get to a point in maturity level to understand that it's not all about point, and it's how you play the game and what you bring. And some nights you may not feel like you may be missing something, but you could still, if you have a good base, if you understand how to play the game properly, you'll still be able to be effective on certain nights.
looked like they were having as much fun chasing the puck as they were when they had the puck tonight. Like a lot of enthusiasm in their defensive play.
Yeah, and I think that's the key. I think that the more you can control the puck, and when you do lose it, if you work hard at getting it back, I think you have more chance of being successful, and you enjoy it more for sure.
Tu as parlé de la résilience de l'équipe un peu plus tôt. Est-ce que c'est un exemple pour toi, la deuxième période, sortir aussi fort, marquer 3 buts après avoir échappé un but en fait de première période?
Oui, je pense que c'est sûr que ça aide la production, mais je pense que notre partie en général est une performance très élevée, surtout sans la rondelle ce soir. J'ai trouvé que l'équipe avait bien travaillé pour reprendre possession de la rondelle, un bon support. On a fait du bon travail en zone offensive, beaucoup de mouvements de la part de nos défenseurs. Plusieurs lancers, je pense qu'on les a doublés en fait de lancers. Et le fait que je pense qu'on a alloué seulement 15 lancers à une des meilleures équipes de la Ligue, je lève mon chapeau à notre équipe ce soir.
Is this as complete a game as you've seen your team play?
Yeah, definitely. I think, all 4 lines were going and got good goaltending, played the right way, 200 feet, and, the results showed. So it was a good game for us.
Is that the most elegant and graceful goal of your career?
that was definitely not what I was meaning to do. Just got lucky and found a 5-hole, but that was definitely not my best shot. So.
What is it about this team? It seems like you get up for these types, like Dallas is a legitimate Stanley Cup contender.
Yeah.
Played well against Florida, Tampa. What is it about the mindset of this group that you seem to just focus in?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know. I think it just. I think we do have to do a better job of, kind of being more consistent in all games, no matter who we play. But, when we do play these top teams, it seems like we find a way to, play our best. But that's just got to be consistently from here on out.
Shane, looking at the scoreboard, you guys only allowed, I think, Dallas 15 shots on net.
Yep.
Is that something you guys are doing defensively? Like, how do you explain that number?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with breaking out the puck pretty well. I think that's important because you don't have to play too much in the D zone, and then you can play in the O zone and kind of wear them down. I thought we blocked shots tonight. Rids had a few, and I think we just played well defensively, and that kind of shows on the shots on goal. So it was good for all of us.
Pretty strong commitment in all 3 zones then.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way you're going to win. I think we're starting to. I think it took some time for us to learn that, but I think we're starting to realize that if we do that, then we're going to be pretty successful.
Is that a realization you guys have made in the past couple months? Like, or is that, when you think about your whole career with the Senators?
I think it just takes, I've said it before, just maturing and kind of knowing what it takes to win. I think it's not an easy league, and to be consistent and to win, you got to kind of play a 200-foot game, and, I think we're doing a good job of that, but like I said, we got to be more consistent with it.
This is a complete a game as this team can play and has played in a while?
Yeah, I think so. Just good game all around, from goaltending to, had some good looks on power and 5-on-5 and D zone. I thought we closed really quick, and a lot of really boring answers for you, but it was good.
You talked about this a bit this morning, but how good did it feel not once but twice to find the back of the net?
Yeah, it just feels good to contribute, and like I said earlier, just been a little frustrating this year, and just want to do my part and just taking it one day at a time right now. So definitely a step in the right direction.
Was there anything that felt different for you in this game, leading into it?
No, not really. Just compete. That was kind of my mindset the whole night, and not only me, but I thought just the whole team was kind of in that zone, and Ridley and Drake were like that too. So like I said earlier, just really like playing with those guys.
We've talked about how well you guys have played against some of the top contenders. Is this a result a bit of really truly buying into Jacques' system and understanding what he's expecting from you guys?
I mean, I think when we play the system to a T like that, that's kind of what happens. And obviously it's not going to be perfect every game, but that's just a game that we can look back on and kind of use it as a baseline to know that we can play that way and make it frustrating on other teams. I think we gave up 15 shots tonight, so hard for the other team to score when you do that. So yeah.
You played an awful lot with Drake. Does he have a saucer pass gift?
Yeah, I think so. I think something might have to do with it is his golf game. He's got really good mitts around the green, and just always got to be ready when he's out there and has the puck. So yeah, I've said it a lot. He's one of my favorite linemen I've played with. So just good chemistry and yeah, he's a lot of fun to play with.
Josh, have you ever seen a goalie stick get wedged in between the boards like that?
I don't even know what happened, to be honest with you.
You didn't see Forsberg's stick get caught in between the boards?
Oh, was that in the second?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I did see that. Yeah, I was yelling at someone to give him a stick, but the bench was too far away. So no, I haven't seen that before. No.
On a personal level, are you feeling any different mentally or physically, say, than 3 months ago as you get into the grind of the season?
I mean, I think as the season goes along, it gets harder for everyone. Obviously, the pace of play picks up, and teams are just tighter defensively and things like that. But on a personal note, I think it's like I said, just taking it a day at a time and doing your job and not getting too far ahead of yourself. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
You've had a lot of success in this league, scoring goals. Is confidence part of that? Are you feeling that confidence at this point?
I mean, yeah. Whenever you score, I think it helps with your confidence. So, but confidence has a lot to do with scoring goals too. So it's kind of a fine line, and just kind of got to find that sweet spot, and hopefully can get on a roll here and help the guys out.
Total team effort here tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, from the start to the finish, I think the biggest thing for us, obviously, going in the third with the lead was to keep playing the same way and not give them anything, and I think we've done a great job at that. Obviously, a great night for through and through in the lineup. Everybody played a great game, and it's obviously a great result.
What does this team seem to elevate against the better teams in this league?
Yeah, I think it just honestly lately it's just been the way we play and the way we have success. I think we've kind of understood that is forechecking team using our speed, and obviously everything else takes care of itself with all the skills that we have. And you know what? It's always a good challenge. We like playing good teams, and I mean, I guess it's a very positive thing for this group.
What does it say when you can hold a team like Dallas to 15 shots?
No, it says a lot. I mean, I think like overall we put a good game. I think we put it behind them a lot, forechecked their Ds a lot, and gave us a lot of ozone time at certain times. And I think us as D did a great job on holding the blue line, on gapping up in the neutral zone, forcing them to put it behind us and not coming in our zone with full possession. And I think anytime you do that, it's very frustrating to play against. And obviously it was something that we talked about before the game, and the whole back end did a good job at it.
When you get a lead, how important is that pedal to the metal, kind of relentless aggressiveness? How important does that become?
No, it's big. It's anytime you play in this league, anybody can score goals. Every team's very talented, and anybody can score. So you know that a momentum in a game can switch really quick. I think we kind of seen it for us in Florida coming into the third. We got back with 2 goals, so we knew in the third we had to keep on doing the same thing, and I think we accomplished that.
Scoring forwards often talk about confidence in their own shots. You apparently might have some as well in back-to-back games with goals.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was a nice play by Timmy to find me in that hole there, and obviously you're kind of taking a shot, you're picking a spot, but you know what, it always feels good. Everybody likes it, everybody enjoys it.
After a win like this, do you ever reflect on, where could this have been earlier in the season? Or does it feel so different?
Yeah, it does. It does for sure. I think it's whatever game we're playing, whether you're down or you're up, I think it's just the group's a lot more calm, and when we get out there on the ice and play the game, we stick to the same thing, and I think we've shown that the last few games. And you know what? It's not easy to turn the whole process around overnight, and it's never going to be easy, but I think we're heading the right direction right now.